You are presiding over crises you do not even see. To President Trump and the most prominent leaders of the Christian world, you are facing a dual threat right now: a U.S. national security emergency and a biblical Middle East shakeup that is unprecedented. Everyone needs to know and act on this. Our Titanic is taking on water fast. The women and children and everyone must be considered. For decades, you, the most prominent Christian leaders, have taught a version of the end times that is fatally flawed. This isn't just a difference of opinion. It's a 1,600-year-old error inherited from St. Jerome, a mistake that has blinded the Christian churches worldwide to the greatest prophetic geopolitical threat of our lifetime. Because of this error, President Trump is stepping into a situation he does not even know exists. He is operating without the critical intel that he needs. This is a horrible travesty. Because of this error, you are looking for a future that will never happen. Meanwhile, the real prophecy involving Iran, Turkey, and a shocking crisis regarding the U.S. is actively positioning itself to be fulfilled. And because of your error, President Trump is walking into this moment unbriefed and exposed. Your silence on this matter is no longer just theological oversight. It is becoming extreme spiritual negligence. You are putting Trump in a precarious position, forcing him to fly blind. In reality, verses from Daniel chapters 8 and 11 could give him incredible clarity and strategic direction. Instead, he is operating in the dark. Every second of your inaction is costing the President of the United States dearly. While you preach ambiguous, generic warnings, certain prophetic events from Daniel chapter 8 and 11 have shifted into an all-out sprint. We are no longer waiting for mysterious figures. 3 active prophetic players are already on the world stage. These players are President Trump, Ayatollah Khamenei, and President Erdogan. Prophetically, President Trump is positioned to halt the power of the 4th king in Persia, Khamenei of Iran, and the king of Media, Erdogan of Turkey. Following this, Middle East boundaries will be redrawn, establishing the prophetic kingdoms of the North and South. You have a moral responsibility to the President of the United States and the billions of Christians around the world to verify this right now. Nothing should take precedence over this massive oversight that has such profound connections to President Trump. And everyone has a moral responsibility to their loved ones to verify this right now too. Because the warning goes deeper. At the future point, President Trump's power will be prophetically halted, and the U.S. will fracture into 4 distinct kingdoms. Since this is written plainly in Daniel chapters 8 and 11, ready for you to validate, do you not think you should make this the number 1 priority for the president? This is not speculation. This is biblical intelligence. Verses in Daniel chapters 8 and 11, combined with the events of our day, provide a precise dossier over these specific leaders. Yet, because of a 4th century error, you are effectively telling your flock to look the other way. This negligence must end. St. Jerome openly admitted his interpretation skipped kings and years. He admitted it was not based on revelation. Yet for 1,600 years, the Christian church has accepted this gap theory as gospel truth. I challenge you to look at the text again. And if I am wrong, disprove me using the text alone. Show me where the gap exist without inserting St. Jerome's assumptions. But if I am right, and world events are validating this daily, then your current teaching is leaving billions of believers blindly unprepared for the immediate future. Worse, you are leaving President Trump at a strategic disadvantage. He is missing the specific God-given instructions intended for this moment. Do you believe President Trump wants to fail in his divine assignment? I don't. But if you do not take immediate action to warn him, you may be ensuring that he does. Everyone has the moral responsibility to look at this and ask themselves, where will this lead? How can I verify it? With the consequences so immediate before us and serious, we cannot afford to do nothing. Given the stakes, even a suspicion of truth demands actions. You cannot afford to wait for absolute certainty while the crisis unfolds. Prudence demands that you verify this intel immediately. That's the smart, wise, logical thing to do. You must sound appropriate warnings and support appropriate efforts. I've made verifying this easy for you. It should only take 30 minutes to 3 hours, depending on how deep you want to go. To help validate the biblical intel, I have consolidated information into a free app. In the app, there are free documents, free pictures, free videos. Just go to BibleScienceHappening.com. This is not a marketing gimmick. I am not here to market you to death. This truly is a prophetic emergency. My contact information is in the free app. Time to let the real you shine. It is not a coincidence that you were here at this moment when valiancy is needed. Now is the moment to show what you are made of. Remember, you do not choose the moment. The moment chooses you. This is that moment. Here is the hard truth. The events involving Iran, Turkey, and the United States are about to accelerate beyond your ability to explain them with traditional theology. Prophetically, President Trump is positioned to halt the power of Khamenei and Erdogan. As he does, the Middle East will be rearranged into the prophetic kingdom of the north and kingdom of the south. When this happens, your flock will turn to you for answers. But will you have them? The internet is a weapon for rapid deployment. You can deploy this intel right now. Your moral obligation is simple. Click like, leave a comment, even one word, and hit share. These actions force the algorithms to push this warning to others. Do not let this intel stop with you. Does President Trump know this strategy? Currently, he does not. He needs this intelligence. Intelligence that would be of tremendous strategic help to him. Religious leaders, the question is, which one of you will help him learn it? If you, the religious leaders, do not correct your explanation before President Trump begins to fulfill it, you have nothing to offer the billions of Christians around the world except 1,600-year-old mistakes. You will watch your credibility collapse in real time. Christians will ask, why did the watchman not see this coming? Do not fail the president. Do not fail the church. Do not let your legacy be one of silence. Review the evidence. The time for inaction is over. President Trump is ready to move at any moment. When he does, your flawed explanations of Daniel chapters 8 and 11 will be exposed for the whole world to see. Do not let history record that you were asleep at the wheel during this ever so critical moment. Billions of Christians are counting on you to guide them and prepare them. Do not let them or the president down.